What up, Hyperchange? Live stream today. Markets pulling back big. The S&P is bouncing back a little now, but we're closing the day. It was down like 3% at one point. Not many days like this happen in the markets, and just in general, since we've started 2022, I think it's been down like 10%, a bloodbath. But it's also healthy. Like, if you got to take a long-term perspective, in days like this, I always think it's important to remember, like, this is when the money's made. This is when you can be a contrarian. This is when great companies go on sale. This is like, you can't tell your grandkids that you bought at the bottom if you don't buy at the bottom and buy when things are crashing and when it seems like every the world's falling apart and everything's crumbling. Crypto's been falling off a cliff. Tesla's been taking a big pullback. Every growth stock, look at Rivian, once the it company a month ago, all of a sudden is trading at 1/3 of that value within a month. And so that's the risk of going public. But it's just interesting to see how rapidly this psychology changes. And you have to remember that Rivian as a company isn't worth, a third of what it was worth a couple months ago. Tesla's not worth 8% less than it was yesterday. The market is making these wild swings when the true value of your assets like this. So these are the moments that I say, be greedy when others are fearful. And it's like, that's the famous Warren Buffett quote, but it's so true. You got to capitalize and like go against your instincts of human psychology to make money investing. And that means buying on the crumble day. And Tesla's still a great business. Like, nothing has changed literally from yesterday to today with Tesla, but yet they're worth less. So always important to keep that perspective. And I know it's so hard to even, like, you might just want to panic sell when the market goes down. But I always think that's an interesting sort of check of your mentality. If your first instinct when things start crashing is, oh my God, I need to sell, not, oh my God, I wish I could buy more, then that means you haven't done enough homework. You're not buying it for the right reasons. If you're buying a stock, and we're talking about investing here, not trading, like buying a great company for the long term. If your stock goes down and you're starting to get worried, that's because you don't have enough conviction in the company and you don't do more research. But what am I doing in my portfolio? And of course, not financial advice. I just tell y'all what I'm doing. I've been trying to, I don't really have much cash to invest because I'm always fully invested, but I have like a little bit of cash. And I bought like a little bit of crypto a couple days ago, and Ethereum specifically, and now it's gone down even more. So, but that's just the game. Like, that's kind of how I like to play my investments. Like when I saw Tesla dropping, in 2018, it was like, do whatever you can to buy it. Like, and so, I don't know. I think it's important to remember to just capitalize on those moments. Oh, is that for us? Oh, thank you. Get a package. But yeah, so I'm not saying today is one of those moments, and it's easy that the market could fall another, 10%, 20%, 30%. But what I was thinking is, if you have like a group of capital to deploy, like the market usually hits new highs at 7 or 8% per year. So if you're already down 10% from all-time highs, that's a good sign. Could it go down to 20? Could it go down to 30? For sure. But yeah, the world's not falling apart. Like, I honestly was driving to, I just did this road trip. I'm in LA right now, and I was like, man, the roads are packed. The economy's booming. There was a huge line of in and out at 9 p.m. Like, the economy's doing great. And my personal opinion on all of this, and you can't time macroeconomics. That's another great thing that I think is such a powerful lesson. It's like, never try and time the market. You're not smarter than the market. You don't know when it's going to crash. You don't know how much it's going to crash. Don't even pretend like you do. But I think in the long run, like, the roaring 20s are real. We will get through the pandemic. We will get over it. There will be a lot of pent up economic energy. And the roaring 20s are still going to be here. And that's still the decade I think we're in. And this is just a little blip in the markets. But it's funny to see how, like, Twitter thinks the world's ending the second the market falls down 2%. Everyone starts freaking out. But it's just like, just go for a walk in the sun. Everything will be fine. But I always think that's so important to remember. That's how you make big money in the markets. Not FOMOing into stuff, not chasing all-time highs, being greedy when others are fearful. Take advantage of these opportunities to buy your amazing companies that you've already done homework on. That's why it's so important to have like your buy list. Like, these are my top 10 companies. These are 10 stocks that are super overvalued or fairly priced that I wish I could buy. So when this happens, you're ready to pounce on those opportunities. Like, that's the way to play this. That's the way I've been playing it. On my list, I have ETH, Bitcoin, but I already have a lot of ETH and Bitcoin, so I don't even know if I want those. I've been trying to think about what stock do I think is cheap? What's an amazing company to buy? To be honest, I don't think Tesla's cheap yet. I want Tesla to, my kind of greedy, like, personal opinion is I'm like, I kind of want Tesla to fall like another 50% so that I can buy a bunch of it, or another 70%. So that's like, I don't know. I even want more carnage in the market so we can get a bit better opportunity to buy these assets we want. Also, I'm gonna wrap it up. That's just my words of wisdom for the day. I want to check in. I'm about to post an epic interview with Rob Maurer from Tesla Daily, so definitely subscribe, check that out. It's gonna be live within like the next hour. It's literally uploading in the other room right now, and that's gonna be awesome. Tesla earnings this week, so I'm doing a ton of live streams, like so much awesome stuff happening in the markets, content coming. But yeah, have an amazing day. Check out that interview that I'm about to post. It's gonna be legendary. See y'all soon. Peace.